Hey, welcome back. It's the Bearded Realtor coming to you again, THA, Bearded Realtor. So in this video, I want to talk to my sellers out there. All the sellers out there, got a few tips for you that will help you get your house sold, and not only help you get your house sold, get you top dollar for your property. So here are my 4 tips on getting your house sold. First thing is curb appeal. If you got a yard for your house, front yard especially, you want to give it a little bit of curb appeal. Clean out the flower beds, lay a little mulch down, maybe some rocks, whatever the case may be, trim the hedges. Make sure it looks nice, clean, and it looks great, because the curb appeal is the first thing that a buyer will see when they come up to your property. The first thing they'll see. So that's probably one of the most important things you want to have done. Give that great curb appeal, set that great first impression to that buyer to say, hey, this is the house you should be in. This is why you should buy my house, okay? So, second thing, decluttering. Decluttering is one of the big things. You want to clean everything out, depersonalize everything sometimes, and have a clean slate. Maybe put a little paint in, maybe have the floors clean, make sure the house is entirely cleaned throughout the process of showing your house, because that looks good for you. Because nowadays with HGTV and the internet and everything being so saturated with how a house should look, you want to put your best foot forward to make sure your house looks its best to a buyer, to potential buyers, because once they see it, you got that great curb appeal like I talked about before, you set that off, and then you come back and the house looks good, it's going to put a buyer in a great mood to say, wow, I can actually see myself living here. So those are the first 2 things. Landscaping, getting that done, curb appeal, and the second thing is decluttering. The third thing we'll talk about is doing an inspection. So nowadays, you can have an inspector come out and inspect your property prior to selling it. And basically what they would do will give you some type of idea of what is going on with your property. Basically, some of the things you missed, or some things you didn't know was going on. It will let you know what things are wrong with your property before you sell it. It costs a few dollars. Most home inspectors do them. So just reach out to your real estate professional. Hopefully you reach out to me, and we can get your seller's inspection done prior to selling your house. Okay? And that'll basically give you an idea of what you're going to fix and what you're not going to fix to get the house sold. So, and it'll also give you an idea of, okay, we'll have to probably negotiate certain ways depending on what the seller's inspection says. So it gives you a broad perspective of what's going on with your property, and give you an idea of what you're looking at as far as how much you're looking at selling your house for. Okay, the last and final thing about selling your house is use a real estate professional such as myself. It is very important for you to use a real estate professional. That's what we do. We do this every day, all day. We sell properties, we bring buyers, get sellers, and we bring those 2 people together. That's what real estate professionals do. So it's very important for you to have a real estate professional that's going to walk you through the steps, get a negotiation done, get all the contracts together, get all the things that you don't see behind the scenes that real estate agents are doing for you. Such as, for me, if I was going to sell your property, the first thing I would do is I would have a professional come out and take a look at what can be done with your landscaping. Secondly, I would have an actual staging director come out and consult with me and you to say, okay, hey, this is how the property should look. This is certain things we should change and make the house look good. So that way, we already have a professional opinion of what's going to get this house sold. Because the ultimate goal is for you to get your house sold, and I want to make sure I bring that value to you if you decide to use me as your real estate agent. Because ultimately it's about what you want, not what I want, what you want. And ultimately what you want is your house sold, I'm sure. So those are the things you need to look at. And I can bring those. The last thing I talked about was the inspectors. I got plenty of inspectors, plenty of companies that I work with that can bring an inspector in and do an inspection for you. So, and just to also mention on that, some of those things I kind of help with. I'll pay for the actual staging consultant to come out and give for an hour of time to basically give that to you to make sure that you get top dollar for your property and get your property sold, because that's what you want. So always think about a real estate professional. I know some things about real estate professionals people don't like, but we bring a lot of value to your transaction. So use a real estate professional. All right, and that's all I got to say about this video right here. If you have any questions or if you'd like to work with me in the future, please contact me, The Bearded Realtor. That's it. I'm located in Jacksonville, Florida. Hopefully, I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.